CWD pond. I see you, brother. Ah, he does some good shit over there, I'm telling you. Go over there, check him out. What am I up to at the moment? Well, I've got the bottom drainage pod on its second boil. I've got 2 bowls in here. I'm going to leave the airlift running, but I'm going to empty out the media from the bio bins on the grown on tank so that I can get my other air stone out and get that sorted the way I want it, so then I can get the top all sealed up. Job done. These are doing really well in here. Turn the air off. In fact, turn that one off completely for a minute. Temperature is on its way up to 25 degrees. As you can see, there is some cracking little ones in there, and the old grate is working absolutely perfect. Gimmery and Goshki's doing well. So they're doing all right. Good possibility that the multi-bay is going to go, but more about that another time. The fish in question has just come past the window. Now, this one here, this ginner in here, that came from my spawning. Now, I had it in the bowl yesterday, and it is going to be moved out of here and moved into the main pond and get it on the Mega Munga mix. But when you see it in the bowl, and if you can see it properly now, it's gone grey with black Utsuri banding, as you can see. Now, that tells me one of a few things. One, it's got to have come from the first spawning that wasn't a spawning that was a spawning, a bit like Cashy did, because that was when I spawned the Ginrin Sorogoi. When I spawned the Ginrin Sorogoi, I put in there with her, I put my Shiro Utsuri male, I put the Char Utsuri male, and I also put in my Shiro Utsuri. Did I say Shiro Utsuri? So yeah, there was 3 Utsuris in there. So you've got the Hitsuri that went to Justin Mark, you had my one that I lost in the second spawn in there, the Shiro Utsuri, and the Char Utsuri males. That would explain why up until it went into the Tosai tank, it looked almost black. Because if it's got Shiro or any type of Utsuri genetics in it, they are a black fish. So that will be going in the bowl later on, before it goes in there, just so I can record it. But if it is what I think it is, which is a Sorogoi Utsuri, a Ginrin one of that, if it maintains that Utsuri pattern and stays in Ginrin grey as well, it's going to become a very special fish. And it was spawned right here at Twisted Towers. Honestly guys, when you see it, you'll see what I mean. I sent a little short clip to a few friends, and they were all like, wow. And I was like, wow. Man, I was dancing on the fucking clouds yesterday. I tell you, nothing could have knocked me off. These are doing alright though. I tell you what though, Betty, you know, she's 70 easy now. But this is just shy of 50 cm now. 50 cm this side. Oh, here she comes. So yeah, that's them. They're doing all right. There's a mixture of sizes in there. Some of the bigger kajaku and that, they're in there. They frequent the bottom. Oh no, there they are, look. Bloody shadow. They were. There's one there. They're all sitting in there around the blanket weed, which is showing its head there, but I've actually got more in the vortex. Oh, got weenie fry in the vortex as well. That'll have to come out. Dave's still got to come and collect that. Ah, yeah, I did some shit over here as well. I've got the plumbing sorted out. It's all sealed with perspex. It's not the best of fucking jobs, but I'm after functionality, not pretty looks. I am going to get a couple of measure tapes. I'm going to put one on the bottom and then I'll put one on this wall. I still got to get a bit of OB1 to finish off around the top, and then what I'm going to have is that air pump will be situated around here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an air line along that back wall on that corner there, fixed in with a bit of OB1, and then I can take water from whichever vessel. So we will test it out today, because I'll put the I'm going to call it a Gimrin Sorogoit Suri into there, and the reason behind it is then that one connects to my sump and goes to waste, so I can put water from the Tosai tank in, put it in there, check it over. But if I'm moving a fish on and it's come through, they want one from the main pond and they want one for the Tosai tank, so per se I can fill this up with the main pond, drop it, dry it out, disinfect it, fill it back up with water from the Tosai tank, rinse and repeat. The air pump will be there, so if I need to bag fish up, it can be done there with the water from the body of water, and yeah, that's going to be the plan. I am definitely going to weatherproof my body tribute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some clear silicone and bead around the inside, and then on the back I'm going to silicone the joint, and then I'm going to paint the black back with gloss paint, which should seal it, and then that in itself will go up there. And once it's finished, I think we'll call it the Epic Eric bagging station. Inspection chamber, because what I am thinking is maybe if I put a hinge with a bit of wood here, so it comes up and clicks into place, I could then put sedate in there if ever I needed to treat a fish, like the tancho. I could put tancho in there, in the sedate, and then have the bench here, so I can literally come out of there straight onto here, treat the fish, and then back to whatever respective body of water, if that makes sense. And like I say, if you look at most of my stuff, it's functional, but it ain't pretty. Look at long blow. I'm surprised it's still fucking standing, but anyway, I'm going to start scooping media, and shall come back to you. So we've got one air stone there, one air stone there, both exactly equal lengths of pipe. jointed there, and then that will go to the T. I don't know, I might even turn this one on its side and go straight into it there. But that's where we're at. There's my cable tie I dropped. And it looks pretty clean in there. It's cable that I missed. Nothing coming out of there yet. Oh fucking hell, I know what you've done, you dippy cunt. Didn't put your fucking overflow in. Wondered where I could hear water going from. Oh, it's your fucking system. There we go. I have to bang some water in there. Yes, I'm gonna have to bang some water in there. Get the tank top back up while I sort it out, because I've got to rejig this pipe in here. So yeah, I think it's definitely going to go in that way. Actually, that's quite close to there, isn't it? Yeah, I could put T on there and just slide that round. So in effect, turn that air pump off, and what I'll do is I will pick you back up. Fucking warm in here, I tell you. Fucking warm in here, so that's me finished in here for the minute. They've just had some more food, but that's buzzing around like a good one, and there is still some new K1 Micro in there, which is why I've got, I think it's about 4 or 5, 3 or 4 scoops left to go in. That will go back in, but once it's completely moving. But I'm really happy with where the airlines are working there. Cushy, lovely jubbly. So yeah, happy with that. They're happy. That's been done now. I've just double boiled both of the Tempests. In fact, shut the skimmer off. They can have some mealy worm mix. That's the inlet for my water for the growing on tank. Soldier fly, mealyworm, and silkworm pupae. They are slowly but surely eating more and more each day. And then what we'll do is we'll turn this one off over here. Put a few in there. I've also got to get her out and check her over again. But there's a little skimmering. I'm really chuffed with that. Tub, Vincent. gonna have to get myself some more blanket weed answer stuff, because their fucking stuff's back. It's like that Kevin Bloody Wilson song, isn't it? That fucking cat's back. Now, how did he do that? I slammed my foot right up his bum and kicked up to kingdom come. Where the heck did he come from? That fucking cat's back. Anyway, enough of my singing. I was going to grab a pinch for them, wasn't I? Dickhead. See, too busy fucking singing and dancing. That's what happens when you're in a good mood. We'll take the pot over. And a little sprinkle for any out. That will do them. So yeah, so far so good. I mean, that's boiling so much. And to be honest, I've got 70 there, 120 there. I think that's well and truly enough oxygen for 260 gallons. So I'm thinking I don't need the air stones other than moving stuff out of the corners, but I can do that with the broom handle. So, job done. Just need to get some OB1 now so I can get this boy sealed up, and then I'm chuffed to bits. Big thank you to Maureen, Farmhouse Charm. Thank you very much, sweetheart. It really means a lot, and when it comes in, it will be spent on the pond, more than likely in Longdrop, but thank you very much. Maureen gave me a super thanks on one of my last videos. Just it's nice, but it's also humbling, you know. It's hard to put in words, but yeah, thank you very much, Maureen. Onwards and upwards. Right, so I've got to put it down here because I've got to put down the parts because it's got a load of fucking junk for me to take. And I've also got a Portland Morrison to get some jackets, bolts. So I'll pick you back up in a bit when we get from cars. Again, we've got some water in here. And oh yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing. I'm really liking what I'm seeing a lot. Now, stay still. And that definitely looks grey and black to me. Either way, it's going into the main pond. I mean, look at the ginrin on it. Yeah, that's definitely come from the first spawning. Definitely. Let me get a fry net. Out of the water it does look brown, but that grey underneath it is absolutely undeniable. Whoa, steady on. No, we're not going to fuck about with you like that. Didn't want to have to get fucking something out. Oh yeah, that's definitely lightening up. Since it's been in this bowl, that has gone from black to brown. There we go. In the sock net. Oh yeah, that's lightened right up since it's been in there. Got a bit of a brown tinge on the water at the moment because I've been feeding a lot of mealworms and stuff. In fact, talking about mealworms, Ma's been on the old website again. 6.3 kilo bag of mealworms, and if you want them, that's where you gotta go. And that's where all my mealworm, black soldier fly larvae and everything else. Ma was saying the cheapest place we've found other than Chubby's is Home Bargains, and that's £9.99 a pound a kilo. £9.99 a kilo. And this, I think she said, worked out at something like £7 a kilo or £6.50, something like that. So yeah, I think I might have a few left by the end of the season, especially with the way this lot of fucking eating. But yeah, get yourself over to chubbymealworms.co.uk and check it out. But I'm going to leave the Tancho for today, and I will look at her tomorrow. This is what I was talking about. This is why I wanted this all set up, because we pull out that standpipe, and that is going straight out of there. Some of it's going on the floor because I haven't finished sealing that bottom bit up, but it's going down through there, down there, into there, which is sitting rather high today, but it has had 2 cleans of an Easy Pod, 2 dumps each of, so 4 dumps of a Tempest, and just about to turn the top up on. There we go. And then I just squeegee what's left down to there. It's pretty much flat and it leans down that way anyway. But yeah, the new bowling area. I mean, the top, I will get this painted black, but other than that, bit of featherage for the front, and then maybe like I say, a little table or something, or a little workbench that can come out. I mean, I've got this bit of perspex here. Now that that's empty, I just sit that in there, and then that then goes over at top. And then what I'll do is the top I will actually paint black so it blends in nice and cushy. So next job out here, and it won't be today I don't think, is to get a little shelf up in this corner over here. So I can put my air pump there, and then what I'm going to do, this air ring that I made to go on here, which I'm now no longer going to use, I'm going to turn that into like an air curtain that will go along the floor on the back wall for if I want to use it for doing salt baths and PP baths and so forth and so on. So it will be advantageous all round. It also means that even before I put fish into the tow-side tank for quarantining, that I can give them either a salt bath or a PP dip in there first, and not have to flood everywhere else. I mean, the only time that ever happens now is flooding there is if I have to empty me measuring bowl, but that's something else. That's something else I've got to start saving for. fucking over 180 quid for a 1 metre measuring bowl. But if you're going to have big fish, you need the means to be able to fucking get them out and look after them. And at the moment, I very much doubt the Betty will fit in that 65 centimetre bowl. Not a hope. Not a hope. So, yeah. But that's about me for today. I've just got to top up. I've just got to top up the toast iron tank now because I took water out of there for the ginnering, which seems to have settled straight in down there with the rest of them. Skimmer can go back on. Just had all their mealworms and stuff. That's boiling away nicely. Starting to see some lovely patterns forming. Oh, you can't tell the difference between them two Benny guys though. There's the metallic one. Here's the non-metallic one. But some of these calico kajaku are just unreal. There are a few bifters in there. That one there that I'm looking at, that one's going to have to come out. But that's what we do. We keep an eye on them and then slowly but surely wheedle them down to the point where we get the ones that we want. So as you can see, that's boiling away lovely now. So yep, Obi-Wan at the top in now, so that's all done. So yeah, well, I think I'm going to go and have a relax for 5-10 minutes, go and jump in the shower because I stink. I've sweated my nuts off in here today. And then no doubt I will see you this evening on Gaz's Live, and I'll pick you back up no doubt at the weekend. Till next time, folks, I've been Twisted Coi. You lot out there, you're always great, and we'll catch you.
That's all, cupcakes.